Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Manning Field for Greater Boston League Boys Soccer. Lynn English taking on Everett. For Lynn English, is a very quick trip back. They played here last night, got through late last night against Chelsea in a 0-0 tie, and now they're right back here taking on Everett. Everett is 1-3-1. English almost mirrors them. English is 1-2-1 as English puts the ball in play. Everett in the white, English in the red and gray. Kevin Rojas is in net for English. Edwin Menavar Cabajal in net. You think my job is easy? Menjavar Cabrahal. If I'm here, I'll get stuck with him next year too, because he's a junior. Everett only has a few seniors. I don't know. The roster they gave me for English doesn't have the years. Everett boots it away. Getting ahead on it was Kafour. I always say I don't have to worry about picking up Kafour's number, because all I have to look at is his bright orange sneakers, or cleats I should say. English coming back. Pass got away. Everett knocked it out. Alejandro Zayas is usually the starting goaltender. He was there last night. Got hurt on one play, was out very short time. Rojas replaced him, and then Zayas came back. Everett knocks it away. Kafour got there first. English was a very quick throw-in. Bouncing loose. They actually got a shot. They didn't get much of a shot. They just reached around the defender, got a foot on it, and tipped it right into the middle of Benjabar Cabrahal. And he went down in a heap. He's down flat. Let's hope he's going to be all right. Sitting up, might have been he just fell on top of the ball. But there was a skirmish. English couldn't get a real good shot off. They reached around the defender, got a foot on it, and tipped it right into the midsection of Menjavar Cabrahal. English knocks it back the other way, looking for a break. English trying to get there. Everett got there first. And they bang it out off English. Blocked by English. They get it to the near side. Couldn't get the shot off. Now, as he was trying to get the shot off, he got bothered. Shot finally blocked. Good hard work by Luis Angel Lopez. And that shot goes wide and out of play. English will get to kick it away. And right now, sitting in the press box, if you look to your left, you get blinded with that sun. The sun was down, now it's very, very bright. It'll take a while for the sun to set behind the trees over at the cemetery. Blocked, and it goes out. Without off Greenbrun. Coelho had it blocked. David gets it back, took a 4. And instead of passing, he almost gave it away, trying to get it through a couple of defenders. I don't know what he was trying to do there. But he almost gave it away. Good defense by English. And Everett carried it out. Go forward with the throw-in. English trying to knock it upfield. Got deflected. Greenbrun gave it up. English with the long kick. And coming out of the net and falling on it is Menjivar Carbajal. Nice little shift, shot, never got to the net, it got blocked. But a nice shift by Jonathan Hernandez of Everett. Greenbrun bringing it down. Coelho finally gives it back. He gave it to David in the middle. Everett takes it away. David takes it back. Everett takes it back. He tipped it ahead, looking for a break. Good defense, I think that's Lopez again. Knocking it out. Everett will get a corner kick. Coming from the far side. He's just going to tip it in. English took it away and kicks it away. Everett will keep it in. Trying to get something going. And they almost gave it away. They kick it back. It's picked off. And the pass too far. Greenbrun couldn't get there. Everett right back at it. trying to center it. They got it out in front. It was in the air. Everett got a foot on it, but it wasn't on the turf. It was up around waist high. And he had a little pop-up that went over the net and out of play. But a great rush, great pass out in front. And they got their foot on it. And that was Miguel Santos who hit that little chip shot that went up over the net and out of play. And he kind of put his hands to his head, took his shirt, pulled his shirt up over his head, saying, "I can't believe I didn't knock that home." English picks off the pass. Coming down. Shot wide right. Everett trying to give it back. Almost knocked it out. And he wound up knocking it back again. Still trying to get something going. They finally get it into the English end. Picked off, and we got a takedown. English will get a free kick. They get it away quickly. That was Zambrano got taken down. Kick. They let Manova Cavallo. Coming down the near side. Knocked out by Lopez. And the sun is finally set, so people aren't getting blind. And now Rojas is coming out of the net, and Alejandro Zayas is coming in. So a quick change for Coach Hamazli. Badr Hamazli is the head coach for Lynn English. Rodney Landaverdi, the head guy for Everett. I mentioned this brings back great memories when I do these Everett games, because I did the Everett football games for 25 years. I did their first ever Super Bowl, and I did all of their Super Bowls since. And then I retired after 25 years. It's nice to see they named the new field after John DiBiase, the outstanding coach. Well deserved. Tipped away. Zayas goes after it, fighting, goes up over one of the Everett players and grabs it, picks it, and he'll kick it away. And he kicks it high and past midfield, gets headed all the way back from 140 to the other. I don't know how that doesn't hurt. Cepeda had it knocked out. Jeanbrun. Everett knocks it away. And they knock it deep, looking for a break. Can they keep it in? No, they can't. It went out. Substitution for the Dogs. English trying to collect, can't. Knocked away. Everett looking for a break, just broken up nicely by Kafour. Battling going on. Everett won the battle with Lopez. That was Santos Lima Hagor winning that battle. They tip it ahead. Trying to center it. Kafour gets a foot on it and doesn't let it get to the net. McCarty's pass got picked off. Everett coming back. Can't get the shot off. It got blocked. Zayas was one of the guys that blocked it. There were a couple of gray shirts. It bounced loose in front of the net. Looked like Everett was going to have an easy shot, but it got blocked. McCarty with it. He gave it up to Salgado. Jeanbrun carries it. Trying to get around, looks for the shot, takes the shot, goes wide left into the lap of Menjivar Carbajal. Still no score in this Greater Boston League matchup. Everett has had a couple of almost, and Liccardi got tripped up and taken down. It wasn't intentionally, they just locked ankles, and it was Liccardi that went down. So English will get the free kick. Liccardi will take it. No, he won't. It'll be Luis Angel Lopez taking it. Knocked down, the shot got blocked. It got knocked down. It got tipped out in front. English looked like they had an easy shot with the net virtually wide open. It was Pierre who got a foot on it first, tipped it, and it tipped out in front. And when it tipped out in front, it was Coelho sitting right there, and just as he kind of one-timed it, the defense came up with a very big save. I think it was Jason Santos who made the big save. And now the Finley with the ball, and that caused Everett to go offside. But both teams have had almost in front of the net with the shot getting blocked. And we got contact against Everett. And Luis Angel Lopez. I have to say that because there's also John Lopez. Everett heads it away. Popped straight up in the air. David got a head on it. Skipped past. Slipped right through the wickets of a couple of people. They knock it back. Everett right back in the English end. It's been there quite a bit. Looking for a break. English knocks it upfield. And did they call Everett offside? I guess they did. Luis Angel Lopez gets to do it again. Pierre blocked. Has it taken away. They kick it up, headed by Everett. They collect, trying to walk in, still with it. Couldn't get the shot off. It looked like Zaya saved it from going out, but it went out at the side of the net. Everett is going to get a corner kick coming from the near side. So that sun has finally disappeared. The lights are on, but they haven't really taken effect yet because it's still bright blue sky with a bunch of clouds. Hasn't got dark enough for the lights to take advantage yet. They don't go to the net, they kick it up and try and get a shorter kick. English takes it away. This is Kafour pushing it up. Excuse me, it's Gene Brun. I didn't realize he had orange cleats too. Out off Everett. Kafour will throw it in. Gets deflected by Everett. English collects. Trying to throw it in front. Everett gets there first. Pierre was bearing down, looking for the ball. And Everett's defense got there first. And somehow they're calling it. It looked like Everett knocked it, but I guess they knocked it off English because they're giving Everett the ball. It certainly looked like Everett kicked it out. David's still with it. Finally gives it up. Everett takes it away. Down the far side. Centering it. Couldn't get control of it. English took it away. Couldn't get foot on the initial pass. And then Everett, before they could shoot it, took it away. And they take it away again. And they get it upfield. And Everett takes it away. Nice pick. What a nice defensive play. Just took that away. And now it goes out of play. Daniel Enriquez was trying to get around the defense and walk in for a shot from the near side. was a Condi who made that nice defensive play. English kicks it deep. Headed away. Pierre winds up with it. They tip it by, but they tipped it too far. Dico tried to tip it by. He did, but then he pushed it too far and never was able to break it up. English swung and missed at that one. Everett keeping it in the English end has been there most of the time. Popped up. English got a piece of it. Everett takes it back. Coelho broke it up. Pierre picks it. Pushed it too far ahead for Coelho. Knocked to the other side. Defense is there to break it up. Akandi had it bounce off his foot. He tipped it back to Luis Angel Lopez. Akandi got it back. Everett winds up with it. Pierre knocked it out. Christopher Lopez Rivera with the throw-in. Pierre tried to tip it ahead. Gets knocked back. McCarty looking for it to David. Cafour knocks it back upfield. Coelho pops it up. English gets it. Blocked and knocked away nicely by Lopez Rivera. McCarty picks up the loose ball. McCarty bounced right by him. Everett trying to knock it deep. Couldn't collect the pass, but they'll pick up the loose ball. Down the near side. Trying to get around, trying to center it. Zayas got a piece but couldn't hold on. It got loose and Cafour right there to knock it away. Good defense. Darvin Cafour. Oh, got knocked out. Yeah, with just about 11 and a half minutes left in this first half, we're going to get a timeout down in the field. After the timeout, Luis Angel Lopez kicks it away. So back and forth we go. Both teams have come close, but both times when they look like they might have shots for a goal, the defense has come up and blocked the shot. The goaltenders haven't really had to make any unbelievable saves. Everett's had a little bit of the edge territorial-wise. As bodies go down. Bodies go down again. Now they blow the whistle. Everett players getting up. They'll get a free kick They got an opportunity to score. It's coming from the 20-yard line, a little bit of an angle. Everybody milling around, trying to find a spot. It gets blocked. Zayas will play it, and he'll kick it away. It got blocked to the left side of the net. He went out, got it, kicked it downfield. Pierre collects. Yeah, nice little knockdown, get rid of the Everett defender. It bounced by Liccardi. And Everett right back in the English end. And English takes it away. I think that was David with the defensive play. Ball bounces around. Everett player got taken down right in front of the official. He'll get the free kick, and he'll give it to the goaltender. Menabar Carvajal. Pierre with it. Still with it. Still getting around, trying to walk in. Finally has it knocked away by Everett. And Everett knocks it deep, and it's going to go out of play. Right into the lap of a gentleman over there taking pictures. Was able to help out and stop the ball. Everett went down hard. No call, they're letting it go. English snuck by one, couldn't get by two more. Nice little shift. Shot from long range from Leonard Zambrano. Easy save for Menabar Carvajal. Daniel Enriquez was going to put it in play, but he gave it up to Christopher Lopez Rivera. And it goes out off Luis Angel Lopez. Everett controlling, blocked nicely by English. They take it away, and he shot it on net. Zayas makes the save. They hit it right at Zayas, so he's able to make the save, but it's still a nice save. If he leaves any kind of a rebound, there's another white shirt to his right looking to knock it home. But they got around, I think it was Enriquez that got around a couple of people, walked right in, and at the last minute just ripped it. But he couldn't find a real good spot. He just shot it right at Zayas. And Zayas got a good look at it. Knocked out by English. Almost in the net. They came right up from a very tough angle. Now they're saying it went in. Zayas said he made the save. but they're giving Everett the goal. It looked like Zayas jumped on it right at the line. And I thought English was going to kick it away because I thought I didn't see any sign, but then all of a sudden Everett celebrated. They get the goal and they take a 1-0 lead. It was a very tough angle. It got tipped, bouncing around, rolled to the net, and just barely crossed the line, according to the official. According to English, it didn't go in. We got an English player down on the near side, and the game is still going on. Gene LeBrun is still down, and he's still down. And Everett's going to put the ball in play with a corner kick. And LeBrun is they made a substitution for him. I don't know how, because he was still on the field. Coach Hamazli is just walking off the field. And Zayas is going to kick it away. That was kind of strange. They played it all the way down. It went out. It looked like they were going to take a corner kick. And while the game was going on, Gene Brun was still on the field. Hamazli, the coach, was out to midfield to check on him. And the ball was still in play. And now they put the ball back in play, and LeBrun is still way over here on the other side of the field. Coelho, Liccardi, Pierre looking for it, and it went out. I think they're calling a touch against Everett, and English is going to get a free kick from the 10. Tough angle from the far side. Referee's going to mark off 10 yards from that picket fence that they set up. They have to be 10 yards away. Kick is away. Line shot right in the middle of the net. And Menaha Carbajal made the save. And I think that was Leonard Zambrano with that nice shot. Gafour knocks it away. Skips past. Everett with it. Back checking by Luis Angel Lopez took it away. Gafour lost it, and it got knocked out by Daniel Hernandez. So that was kind of a wacky situation. I don't know how the official on this side didn't see that Gene LeBrun was down. But they kept it going, and they kept it going even while the coach was out on the field walking out to see if his player was okay. Bodies all over the place. Two English players, one of them is still down. We're at the 2-minute mark where the time will be kept down on the field by the official. Everett taking time to go to the bench with the English player down. I thought they'd keep going because he's out of play. They kept it going when the player was in play. Now the player's out of play. Everett's coming back. Looks like a free kick for English. Final 2 minutes. Everett leading at 1-0 in this Greater Boston League battle. And on that kick, Everett climbed the back of English. He gets another free kick. They pooch it up. And Everett takes it away. English going to get called for the takedown. Everett quickly puts it in play. English kicks it up, but they kick it out. Time winding down in this first half, with Everett leading it 1-0, getting a late goal. Getting a shot from a very tough angle that's deflected into the net just before LEHS. He actually grabbed it, but when it rolled, it just rolled in the net. English trying to get it out in front, get knocked away by the goaltender. English had a wide open shot and he knocked it over everything. That was Davin Kafour. You can't believe he did that. It deflected out. Goaltender was out of the net. He had a wide open net and he kicked it over everything. It was wide open for a tying goal, and he missed everything. Those are situations you dream about. Say, if I could be right here and the ball pops on my leg and I got a wide open net, all I have to do is knock it in, and that would have been great. In the closing seconds, he could have tied it up, but he missed everything. And we reached the end of the first half, and that one goal from a very tough angle that deflected just over the line. According to the official, English thought it didn't go in. Official did. Everett leads English in this Greater Boston League battle 1-0 at halftime. Welcome back, as we're set to start the second half, and we found out that Everett didn't score the first goal. English did. Unfortunately, it went in the English net. We said it came from a tough angle. It got tipped. They tried to center it out in front, and when they tried to center it, it went off an English player and bounced in the net, so it's an own goal. But it gives Everett a 1-0 lead as we get set to start the second half. Everett puts it in play. Everett actually had the edge territorial-wise. Both teams had a couple of shots that they lined up and they had it wide open, and the defense for both teams just got a foot out in front and blocked the would-be shot. But then in the closing seconds, Dalvin Kafour was wide open in front of the net. Goalie was down and out. And he didn't have to put a lot of mustard on it, but he put too much mustard on it. He kicked it high over everything out of play. English went down. If they call it, that could be a penalty kick. If they call the takedown, it's in the zone. It could be a penalty kick. Everett doesn't like the call, but they're stuck with it. And it's going to be a penalty kick. And Liccardi's going to take it. So a penalty kick coming up. Everett not happy with that call. Here comes Liccardi. And he bangs it home inside the near post. So English hasn't scored in a while. 0-0 last night, 0 in the first half. Just about 4 minutes into this second half, they got a huge call with a takedown in the zone, got a penalty kick, and Jose Liccardi banged it home. And all of a sudden it's 1-1. Everett was very vociferously talking to the official about that call, but I don't know what they expected. Once he called it, there's no sense talking to him because he's not going to say, you know what, you're right, we're not going to give him the penalty kick. He had already called it, so it was done. You didn't like it. English didn't like the first goal that they thought didn't score. They thought Zaya saved it. Because it has to be, as I found out, the entire ball has to be in the net. It's not like football. If you dive and the ball hits the cone, it's a touchdown. In soccer, the entire ball has to be in the net. And it certainly looked like, initially I said I thought Zayas made the save just before it crossed the line. English with a rush, gets it up. They get it to the near side. Not looking to pass the ball, looking to go one-on-one against Everett, and they wound up losing it. That was Zapata trying to beat two defenders. And he just couldn't get by them. And he finally lost it. English picked off the pass nicely. I think that was Zambrano. Everett coming back. Down the far side, they pushed it too far. That went out of play. Free kick for the Bulldogs. Luis Angel Rivera. English gets by. Everett took it away. Pierre again. Tried to center it. Knocked away. Licati got a foot on it, but Everett took it back. Cafour broke it up. Everett gets it back. Pass a little bit behind the intended receiver. Licati coming down the near side. They get it to the middle. And again, didn't take the shot, didn't make the pass, tried to get around the defense and got knocked away. Everett takes it away. They go cross court, deflected away, and picked off. English keeping it alive. Good hard work by James Gomez. Licati looking for it, breaks it up. English gets it back. Licati pops it to the net. Shot hopping it is the goalie, Edwin Menava Carvajal. Walking in, they have it. Couldn't get around. Now they take the shot. It got blocked. Great save. Point blank, but they didn't have a great angle, and they just knocked it right in to the goaltender who was right there blocking the far post. It might have been Salgado that walked in and got the loose ball. Kicked up. And Everett's going to knock it out. And that's going to be a corner kick, I think, for the Bulldogs. They made the defensive play, but they couldn't control the ball. Corner kick coming from the near side. Now it's a throw-in. I thought it went past the end line, but it didn't. They overthrow the runway with that one. Everett picked it off. Licati takes it away. Trying to pop it in front. Everybody trying to get it. It gets blocked and knocked out off English. There were two English players trying to get a head on it, trying to knock it down. They bumped into each other. It went off them and went out of play right in front of the net. That close to making it 2-1. With that little chip to the net by Licati. They knock it past. English knocks it upfield. And we got a takedown. They ran over Eric Zepeda. The English player is still sitting down. I don't know whether he's hurt or he's tying his shoe.
Yeah, he's just tying his shoe.
They're giving him a lot of time to tie his cleats. Now he finally gets up and runs upfield. What a waste of time that was. They knock it deep. Bodies go down. Pierre ran over the Everett player. Everett will get a free kick. And he booted it back the other way. Everett takes it away. Down the far side. Trying to center it. Blocked and knocked away. And that was Luis Angel Lopez. And then he lost it out of bounds. Everett will get a corner kick from the far side. Substitutions for both teams. 10 minutes in to this 1-1 Greater Boston League battle. English knocks it away. Everett trying to walk in. Everett clears it away. English clears it away. Gene Brunn tried to squeeze that one through. Defensive play made by Pedro Romero. Winds up in the Everett bench. English will throw it in. English down the far side. Knocked down again. This won't be a penalty kick. They were in the zone. They're giving him a free kick. They were just outside the zone. Way too far. It went in the net. It went in the net. I was about to say it went too far, kicked it too far. It went right inside the far post. English has got a lead for the first time in a very long time. We think it was Matthew Coelho. The corner kick came across. It looked like it was going to go right by everybody and go out of play. But it hooked and went right inside the near post with the shot coming from the far side. And it snuck in. And English has a 2-1 lead. So they scored on a penalty kick. Now they score on a perfect corner kick that went in the net. English hustles and knocks it away. Everett knocks it out. I think that was Gomez hustling. It was James Gomez that knocked that pass away. They were trying to set up Simon Coelho on the near side. Everett kept it in. And they keep it in again. They get it across. English doubles and triples. They took the Everett player down and they clear it away. English pointing in their direction. And the official agrees. I think it's Luis Angel Lopez kicking it away. Everett keeping it in the English end. English takes it away. And Everett picks off the pass. English finally knocks it away. Everett looking to take the shot. It goes wide right and out of play. English will get to kick it away again. So after going through a full game last night, a half tonight without scoring, English come out quickly and scored first couple of minutes of this half, breaking that long drought with a penalty kick. And now the perfect corner kick, we believe it was Coelho. Upfield. Pierre lost it, gets it back to the middle, to the far side. Back to Liccardi. Trying to get around. Couldn't. Now he's just going to kick it toward the net. Everett got a head on it, deflected it. English winds up with it. Trying to walk in. They squeezed it through a couple of white shirts. Liccardi had to try and settle the ball down to get a shot, and it got blocked by the defense. I think that was Santos. Somehow they squeezed through a couple of white shirts, got it out in front. Liccardi had a perfect shot, but he couldn't line up the ball with his foot because it was bouncing a little bit. And he finally got the shot, and it was Santos stepping in front and blocking it. Menaha, Cabajal was going to kick it away, but with just under 23 minutes left in this Greater Boston League battle, English leading it 2-1. We got a timeout down in the field. Out of the timeout with English leading 2-1. Looking to even their record. All deuces. They're looking to go 2-2-2. They had a win over Classical in the Lynn City tournament, but it wasn't really a win. It was a tie. They won it in a shootout. And the MIAA doesn't recognize overtime except in the state tournament. So even though they played the overtime and English won it, they had to do that because somebody had to play in the championship round of the Lynn City tournament. But it was considered for state purposes a tie. They throw it across. English is there to pick it. They pop it straight up in the air and left it in front of the net. Kaford did the same thing. They almost gave it away. They popped it straight up in the air. And Everett, from right around the 10-yard line, had a perfect kick, but kicked it high over everything out of play. English almost gave that tying goal away. Out in front, just knocked away. Good defense. James Gomez just stuck a foot in there and knocked it away. Everett made a great centering pass. Pierre broken up. And he'll take it back the other way. They knock it deep. Zayas will come out and wait for a white shirt. He'll waste a couple of seconds and kicks it high in the air to midfield. Body's going down. Eric Cepeda wrapped up, and they're calling it on Cepeda. He got wrapped up with Kevin Randeros. But a nice job by Cepeda. He went and offered a hand to help Randeros up. Everett trying to get around. And it finally goes out, and Everett's going to get a corner kick. Gomez and Kafour breaking it up, but knocking it out. Halfway through and counting this second half. Out in front, Zayas was going to get it, and Luis Angel Lopez jumped up in front of him and knocked it away. And now there's an Everett player down. And it's going to be a free kick from outside the 5-yard line on the far side. That was close to being in the zone for a penalty kick. English sets up their picket fence. Everett milling around out in front of the net. They move the picket fence, as I call it, a couple of steps back. They get it up, and right in the middle of the pack, Zayas picked it up and fires it upfield. Zambrano finally broken up. What a nice play by Zayas. And we got our whistle, contact. English are going to get a free kick. Coming from the 25. Looks like Zambrano's going to take it. Gets it up, dead center, and got too much foot. Would have been good through the uprights for football, but it was dead center of the net, but way over everything and out of play. Night has settled in. Those lights now are fully in control. We have ambulances coming out from next door, a couple of them. We hope that's not going to be anything serious. We still are hoping that early on there was a fire truck and an ambulance go in to the living quarters of so many people next door, the building next door to Manning Field. I was a little bit worried because my nephew has got a place there. Shot got blocked. Rolls to the far side. Everett will save it. Get away from a corner kick. And Everett will bring it upfield. And that's Kafour reaching in and kicking it out. So with those ambulances going out and the fire truck and the ambulance next door earlier, we hope everybody is okay. With all the serious problems that the world is going through. Down deep, English. They take the shot and they score. Now you can go. Behind English bench. Ask who gets the last 2 goals. Perfect kick, looking for the far corner. Looking for the near corner from the far side. He banged it home. Metabon Carvajal didn't really have an opportunity. Reached for it, just couldn't get it. It was a perfect kick. Perfect score. And English has some breathing room as they lead it 3-1. Yeah, nice rush down the far side. That shot got blocked out in front. I think it was another defensive play by Santos. Everett's got 10 players who are either freshmen or sophomores. He tipped it ahead. Pierre got it by the defender, but pushed it too far. He couldn't go get it. And Everett knocked it out. English got a head on it and knocked it out. They bang it away to midfield. McCarty knocks it back. Everett knocks it deep. Looked like they were offside. English breaks it up. Corner kick coming. Headed away nicely. That was Kafour. English breaks it up. Everett winds up with it. Knocking it deep. Everett got a foot on it, but knocked it the wrong way. Nice slide by James Gomez, just as they were looking at, just as Daniel Enriquez was looking to kick it to the middle. Gomez slid and knocked it out. Headed away by English. And now English gets a piece. They knock it up. Everett picked it off. They knock it deep. Zayas is the only one back there. He'll play it on a couple of hops. And he just falls down on the turf with the white shirt bearing down on him. And he'll kick it away. And he kicks it deep. It gets headed deeper into Everett territory. English broken up nicely by the defense. And very nicely, English picks off the pass. It was going out. Everett tried to save it, and then Everett kicked it downfield. And I think the Everett player just got a yellow card for kicking it downfield. So with just over 10 minutes left, English leading 3-1. We have our second timeout. Long kick bounces right behind the Everett bench. English will put it in play. English picks up the loose ball. David with it. Kicks it to the far side. Down the far side again, deep. Trying to center it. Headed away. Again, nice defense by Jason Santos. English trying to keep it in. 10 minutes and counting left in this one with English leading 3-1. That last goal was by Gene Brunn. And it was Coelho with the perfect corner kick. That was after Liccardi hit the penalty shot. So it's been a 3-goal second half. 3-goal second half for English after going quite a ways with nothing. In consecutive nights, they didn't score at all against Chelsea last night. They didn't score in the first half tonight. So they had 3 scoreless halves. In the last 2 nights, they were here till late last night, and they had to come right back again tonight. Kick is away, bounces loose. English will track it down. They squeezed through a couple of defenders, I don't know how, and then he lost it out of bounds. English picked off the pass, Pierre, and then lost it. Everett really hasn't threatened Zayas. Even the goal they scored was, they made a great rush, got way down deep, no angle at all. When they tried to throw it out in front, it bounced off an English player into the net. So they haven't really challenged LEHS at all. He had a couple of opportunities in the first half, but they were just as they were lining it up. It took a little too long, and the defense was able to block it before it got to LEHS. So he hasn't had to make hardly any saves at all. Gomez was going to take it in. Now they'll give it to Kafour. Yeah, they kick it up in the seats. The enemy now for Everett is the clock. As we're late in the second half, and they're 2 scores down. McCarty banging. English keeps it alive. They kick it toward the net. It would have gone wide left, but picked off at the side of the net. Put it away deep. Everett keeps it alive. Down the far side. English knocks it out. And he didn't knock it out. It was Everett knocking it out. I thought for a minute Everett was going to get a corner kick. Everett heads it back. They knock it deep, they knock it too deep. It goes out of play. We're in the final 5 minutes, and it'll be kept on the field by the official. Although for some reason, they're keeping the clock running. I guess clock operator forgot to shut it off because they don't leave it on. Not that it makes any difference because the official rules the roost. He's the one that blows the whistle to end it. Out in front, they got a head on it, but couldn't do much with it. Just kind of poked it, and LEHS had an easy save, playing it on a hop, and he'll boot it away. And he boots it a mile high in the air past midfield. Takes a huge bounce. English collects. They get it to Cepeda. He takes the shot. Looked like it might catch the far post, but it just sailed over the top crossbar and the post to the far side. Sailed out of play. Now they put the clock back at 5 minutes. They booted away. Everett trying to hustle. They need 2 scores. English just has to play defense and try to keep the ball in the Everett end. They don't need any more goals. That second goal by Jeanbrun gave English a huge advantage with a 2-goal lead with time winding down. They tried to flip it over the defense, but there was another defender there to block it. English with the throw-in. Looked like Everett blocked the shot, but it went out off English. Now they're going the other. I thought they were coming upfield like Everett was going to get the ball. I thought that Everett blocked the would-be shot. English is going to get a corner kick. Last time they got it from this side, Coelho put it right in the net. And he was looking to do it again. Menava, Carbajal went up and grabbed the two hands and booted it away. Gomez got a head on it, but he knocked it in the other direction. Everett getting around. Blocked, they still get around. Looking to throw it in front. They got the shot. Zayas grabbed it, made the save. Great rush. Beat a few defenders. Got right down close. Drilled it. And it was going in the net. Zayas made a big time save. That was Kevin Renderos with that rush for Everett. Now English call for taking Everett down. This is a long 5 minutes as we're waiting for the official to blow the whistle. That was Luis Angel Lopez heading it away. Zambrano with it. Takes the shot, looking for the near post. Save made, they throw it upfield. English picks it off. Lacardi with the pick. Lacardi gets it back. All we're waiting for now is the whistle. English is going to get their second win. Everett knocks it away. English will get the throw in. And before they throw it in, they blow the whistle, and that's going to do it. Zayas collapses downfield, flat on his back, as everybody comes out to congratulate him. Everett grabbed a 1-0 lead. A little movement right along the end line at a very tough angle, almost impossible to knock the ball in. They tried to center it. It went in off an English player, and Everett grabbed a 1-0 lead, and that was the end of the first half. They came out just very quickly in the second half. They took a English player down in the zone, a penalty kick by Jose Lacardi. Tied the game up at 1. Not much later than that, a corner kick coming from the far side. Matthew Coelho couldn't have been any perfect. It looked like it was going to go too far. It went by everybody looking up, watching the ball go by. It hooked and went inside, coming from the far side, hooked in the near post for a goal to make it 2-1. That's all they really needed. But they added another one late as Gene Brunn coming in, picked up a loose ball to the left side, banged it from the left side inside the near post, just past the goaltender to make it 3-1, and that was the final score. So it was Lacardi, Gene Brunn, and Matthew Coelho getting the 3 goals. English gets the win. They break that 2.5 game shutout here at Manning Field as they win 1 and tie 1 here. Tie 0-0 last night, win the game tonight so they don't lose at Manning Field. They got a tie and a win. They win it tonight, 3-1 over Everett. They'll reach 500. They're 2-2-2. Everett will drop to 1-4-1. So a 3-goal second half splurge gets English to win in the Greater Boston League battle over Everett. 3-1, English over Everett. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm John Hoffman saying we'll see you next time.